Got some great feedback about this particular segment.
All
People
right.
loving Monsignor Billian and Meals with Monsignor. Good morning to you, Monsignor Billian.
Well, good morning, my Annunciation radio family. It's good to be with you this morning. You know, we've been having some wonderful weather these days and a good opportunity to be outside and enjoy the weather with family and friends. And so the last couple recipes I'm trying to do is to help you get ready for a good picnic.
Yeah.
To create something that is wonderful and good, but also has a bit of love in it because you put your time and energy into it, and that's how you put wonderful things into a good meal. So 2 weeks ago, we did my baked beans. Today, we're doing my macaroni salad. You know, you can go down to the store and you can buy it for X number of dollars, but it has no love in it then. You really want to have the love that God's put in our hearts, that we celebrate the connection of our heart to the Sacred Heart of Jesus today. That's a way that you got to make it yourself. So
I love it.
we're going to do my macaroni salad. It's got a few unique twists in it that my family has picked up over the years, and I've added a couple things to it. But please be aware, if there's something in the ingredient list that you don't like, then don't put it in. If you have something else that you like, put it in. You know, you have to make it your own, even though mine's pretty good, I think, if I speak for myself. But
looks good.
you might have a little twist in yours that would be good. So let's look at what we need to get together in order to make this macaroni salad. Obviously, you're going to need some macaroni. Some elbow macaroni is probably the best to use for this. You need some mayonnaise, or if you're like my family, we never used mayonnaise growing up. We were a Miracle Whip family, so either one of those will work for you. You're going to need some sour cream, some Dijon mustard, some apple cider vinegar, some chopped celery, a Vidalia onion, a couple hard-boiled eggs, a couple cups of cherry tomatoes, some fresh basil. And those are all the ingredients that are going to go together to make this wonderful macaroni salad. We need to prepare the dressing, and then we need to prepare the salad. So if you're doing the dressing, this is what you need to do. In a nice medium bowl, get a nice whisk, and whisk together the Miracle Whip or the mayonnaise, and about 2 cups of that, a half a cup of sour cream, about 3 or 4 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, and salt and pepper, and whisk that together. So it's nice and creamy. It'll turn out very nice. It'll have a nice color to it, and mix it up really well, and then just set it aside. Then you have to prepare the salad part of it. Bring a nice pot of water, salted water to boil, and put the macaroni in there to cook. Now, this is one of the times, you know, I always tell you when you do your macaroni in a pasta dish, you should have it al dente. You know, just don't overcook it. Don't make it too mushy. Well, when you make a macaroni salad, you need to cook it a little longer. So not al dente. You know, make it a little very tender, which is probably going to take about 15 minutes boiling. And you drain that pasta and transfer it into a large bowl. Now, the next step is to add the apple cider vinegar. So you're going to put about a half a cup of that with just the pasta and toss that together because you want that vinegar to literally be absorbed by the pasta. So it's integral. It makes a full connection with all of the pasta. And when all the vinegar is absorbed, that means that you have stirred it up long enough. At that point, important to let the pasta cool. You know, it's been hot. It came right out of boiling water. You've added the vinegar to it. You mixed it together. The vinegar is soaked into the pasta. It's then that you let it cool, maybe about 10 minutes. Touch it. You might be, depending on the temperature of your house, might need to be a little longer. That's okay. But make sure you give the pasta an opportunity to cool. Then we set aside that dressing. Remember, it had the Miracle Whip, the sour cream, the Dijon mustard, salt and pepper. Now you're going to mix that in with the pasta and let it just coat that very evenly, all of the pasta that's there. Then you add another few other treats into that mix once it's all coated with the dressing. Stir in the chopped celery, a good cup of finely chopped celery. You can put in the onion, probably about, I think about another cup. And I like in this season of the year to use a Vidalia onion, a little sweetness to a Vidalia onion. So a finely chopped cup of that. And then you're going to put in the tomatoes, 2 cups of cherry tomatoes. Only make sure you've cut them in half because you want the flavor of inside the tomato to blend in with the other flavors that are part of this salad. So don't leave them whole. cut them in half, and put the tomatoes in there, and then the basil. Put the basil in there and the hard-boiled eggs. You've got maybe 2 whole cups of diced hard-boiled eggs, and put that in the mix there. Now taste it a little bit. Salt and pepper is always good to add to taste, however you like it. And you can serve it right then. But my recommendation is always to make this the day before. Better to let it kind of live together and get friendly, all those different parts, to get friendly with each other in the refrigerator for a day before you serve it. And that dish will serve maybe 10 to 12 people. And it's delicious. It's good. It's got a little spark to it because of the vinegar and the onion in there. It's got a nice little sweetness to it because of the basil and the Vidalia onion. It's got some body to it because of the hard-boiled eggs and the pasta. It's just a good combination of a great picnic addition, along with your hot dogs or hamburgers or whatever you do on the grill, maybe a few little spare ribs perhaps. It's a great addition to your meal to enjoy outside with family and friends during these summer months. So macaroni salad.
Monsignor,
what do you got for me? Questions?
I've got questions.
You got 1 or 2 questions. Yeah.
I have a
what
couple.
do you got, Pat?
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, what's the difference between Miracle Whip and mayonnaise? Does it matter?
Well, it depends what your preference is. A mayonnaise is not as sweet as a Miracle Whip. Okay. Miracle Whip is a different blend of taste, which is sometimes a little lighter. And it's not as heavy as mayonnaise at times, and it has a little fresher, lighter, and even sweet taste to it, where mayonnaise can be a little bland depending what kind you get. Okay. The color is the same, but the taste is different, and it's a sweeter taste.
Okay. So vinegar with pasta, what is that?
Oh, yeah.
Is it what does it do for the dish?
It makes it better, Pat.
Well, I had no doubt about that, Monsignor. I
love that.
I've never heard of that, though.
Well, I discovered that by mistake once, and I really like it. It adds a little spark to the macaroni salad.
Okay.
And it's integral because you put it in there when the macaroni's warm, and the pasta absorbs the vinegar. It's right into the macaroni, that little spark.
Have you done that with any other pasta dishes, or is it just something you've used in this salad?
Just in this salad before. I generally don't put vinegar in a tomato-based pasta dish.
Okay.
But in this one, it works really, really well.
Okay, quick question about basil. Fresh basil. If I'm chopping it up, do I just pull the leaves off and then chop that up, or do I chop everything up?
Well, there are 2 schools in this matter. I chop it all up.
Okay.
Don't leave any taste on the cutting board.
Got it. Okay, because I'm always confused when I use fresh basil. So
that's a great question.
Yep. Yeah. You can chop it all up. Other people just use the leaves, but I chop it all up.
Okay, good to know. You're always good. Thank
I have
you,
a quick question about basil, too. Do you pronounce his name Basil or Basil? I never know. All right. The recipe can be found at artoledo.com, artoledo.com. Go to Morning Offering. Click on, you'll see recipes right there. Click on Morning Offering. You'll see recipes at artoledo.com. Thank you, Monsignor.
Thanks, Monsignor.
Yeah.